Kyle Larson just had a horrible race, but he avoided a major issue. A blown right rear tire in second position prompted the caution and stopped his early fights at the front. This was the last thing Larson needed in the NASCAR playoffs. He's still above the cut line right now, but with 2 playoff drivers already winning, there are only 2-point spots left. Things are heating up in the round of 8. And Kyle Larson wasn't the only Hendrick driver that avoided absolute calamity. Chase Elliott evaded Justin Haley when the number 7 car slid on lap 1 of the race. On the first lap at Homestead Miami Speedway, Justin Haley spun out in front of the pack and almost hit Chase Elliott. Almost the whole NASCAR field had to avoid the num 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet. NASCAR playoff drivers must be thanking their happy stars that they weren't involved in this. Chase Elliott was close to it. It's like inches close. Rick Hendrick must be sweating right now. He's seen 2 of his playoff drivers almost get eliminated from this vital race. However, they have to perform in the last race. Chase Elliott raced with pace for the first time in a long time. He won in Texas earlier this season, but that winning speed has been AWOL for weeks, if not months. As for Kyle Larson, he wasn't doing so well at Homestead Miami Speedway, at least not during stage 1 of the playoff race. Is this going to keep Larson out of the NASCAR Championship 4? Kyle Larson sustained a flat tire during stage 1. He then struck the wall. Larson was very upset, despite the fact that modest fixes and 4 new tires have helped him gain in his position. His car was no longer as quick as it used to be. Larson was heard on his radio blasting at the next-gen car. His diffuser was damaged, creating problems with downforce. These cars are fing stupid. How can you get a flat tire and be done? Or get a flat tire and wear out a little bit of your diffuser and your race is killed? Stupid, Kyle Larson said, via Jordan Bianchi of The Athletic. Kyle Larson only finished the race in 13th. That's not fantastic. However, there is still 1 race coming up, and right now, he's only 7 points behind the cut line. In his attempt to make up ground, Larson almost crashed again, this time with Austin Dillon, causing for more disturbance in his race. Austin Dillon said he didn't even know Kyle Larson was approaching from behind him when Larson spun with 13 laps remaining in Sunday's Straight Talk Wireless 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Dillon, who was lapped at the time, sought to keep as near to the wall as possible while Larson and Ryan Blaney passed him in their battle for the lead. Honestly, I was just holding my line against the wall, Dillon told Bob Pockris of Fox Sports. That was the one place I could just stay. I thought they would turn under me. I didn't even know the 5 Larson was coming, truthfully. In the end, I was just against the wall, and I think he got in hot on my left front. I didn't do anything but stay against the wall. Just before sliding off, Larson was pushing towards the front, hoping to catch race leader Ryan Blaney. Larson desperately wanted to win at Homestead, so he sent it into the corner. His bold approach did not pay off, as he got loose and spun away on his own. Larson stated following the race that Dillon did nothing wrong. "You're making split-second decisions. Austin did nothing wrong," Larson said via Nate Ryan of NBC Sports. "I was just hoping that he would see me coming as Blaney got to his inside, and maybe he'd run a lane off the wall just to give me some clean air." He continued to run his line. "I had a little bit of a hole, and I was trying to shoot the gap to get in front of the num 3 and get to the wall quickly to either hopefully stay on the outside of the num 12 or build a run to have a shot at him in turns 1 and 2. But yeah, it just didn't work out. I was going as hard as I could." The number 5 Chevy team did a great job rebounding after the flat tire. Larson placed 13th at Homestead. Larson, who is 7 points below the Championship 4 cut line, has work to do next Sunday at Martinsville. "Yeah, we've been strong at Martinsville at times, so we'll see," Larson said. "It's not my best track, but I've been a lot better there since I joined Hendrick Motorsports. We just need to qualify well and give it our best shot." Although Larson had a bad race, it was filled with action and a surprising winner. Despite a few additional laps on his tires, Tyler Reddick raced ahead to pass Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney on the last lap, advancing to the Championship 4 for the first time in his career. Reddick was able to fly by Blaney on the outside in the final turn, just seconds from the finish line, in one of the most thrilling runs to the checkered flag this year. His victory means that 2311 Racing, co-owned by Michael Jordan and Hamlin, will compete in the 2024 championship race at Phoenix. "Little kid drove his ass off," said Jordan in his immediate reaction to the race win, happily marching down pit road to join his driver in celebration.
"How did you pull it off?" "I don't know. We're back to the corner, man. We had nothing else. We had no other choice."
"We were backed into a corner, man," said Reddick. "We had no other choice. I know we were on a tire deficit, and here at Homestead, that's a death sentence. But I don't care. We did what it took to win this race. "We're fighting for a championship," he said as Jordan arrived, embracing him on the front stretch. The finish line was initially set up as a confrontation between Blaney and Kyle Larson, who had recovered from an early cut tire to fight for the win. Reddick pitted from the lead with 15 laps to go after racing long and hoped for a yellow, which did not materialize. With 13 laps to go, Larson drove behind Blaney, and the two cars made contact. Larson skidded sideways, and the caution flag flew, preparing for the final run to the checkered flag. On the subsequent restart with 8 laps remaining, Blaney aggressively blocked Elliott, allowing Hamlin to grab the lead from 4th. Blaney battled back and slid under Hamlin, clearing him as the field rushed for the white flag, but Reddick was hiding close behind them. He slammed his car to the bottom of Turn 1, passing his boss in the Num 11 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. Blaney took the center of the track into Turn 3, but this time Reddick went high, rocketing by the defending Cup Series winner and crossed the line 2/10 ahead. After the race, Blaney was definitely thinking things through. He can't think for long since Martinsville is in a week. It's obvious disappointment. I mean, yeah, I had a great shot to win. I didn't have a very good last lap, man. I thought I got into 3 hard, and the 45 just blitzed up in there and it stuck for him, which was pretty impressive, Blaney said after the race on the NBC broadcast. Yeah, I hate to give one away there like that, you know? I don't know if we gave it away. I mean, we got the lead back after losing it on the restart, and just last lap didn't really play out for us. So yeah, definitely stinks. I appreciate everybody on the 12 team for bringing a really fast race car. I had a great shot to go to Phoenix. We've still got one more chance. So, we still got to look forward to that. Again, Ryan Blaney will reflect on this occasion, but just for one night. He needs to move on swiftly. Just a shame. I'll be picking through it all night, he admitted. What I should have done different probably, and that's just the way it goes. Overall, really proud of the effort, and hopefully we can bring it to them next week.
I thought I kind of entered fast enough to protect like against the slider and against the top move, and Tyler just blitzed it on in there.
Team Penske is seeking to enter 2 drivers in the Championship 4. Blaney will need to win his way into Phoenix, like he did a year ago. Well, yeah, I mean, it'll suck for the night and then look forward to Martinsville, you know, tomorrow morning, Blaney continued. So, we try to forget things quick. I've tried to do that more and more as I've gotten older and just kind of move on to the next thing. Good, bad, or indifferent, and just focus on the next task. So, this team will do it. Yeah, I just can't say how proud I am of them. Coming in and understanding what we needed to do, it's just a shame it didn't work out. Like you said, we had good fortune in Martinsville last year, and hopefully, we can bring the same kind of speed and be in contention to win. With the pressure on, can Ryan Blaney be able to secure another walk-off victory at Martinsville? Or will next week conclude with elimination? And who does make the Final 4? Larson, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.